Next player of the fortnight. Mine this week is actually Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. He is a Spanish player. I think because of his run at the Monte Carlo Masters, he got all the way to the quarterfinals. I think he's going to be in the top 30 now in the live rankings, if I remember correctly. But he's from Spain. He's been around for a bit. But what I didn't realize up until Monte Carlo is he was the ATP player up until Monte Carlo with the most wins on tour. And that is pretty impressive for Alejandro. He's having a very, very good season, even though it's not leading to titles yet, but he has constant momentum and he was able to do very well this tournament. Yes, in the beginning, after every win, he was kind of like, I did not play well. I have to play better. So he was definitely working through some things there, but I think he's super fun. There is a Twitter account that follows him that is titled Did Foki Fall? His nickname is Foki, Foki, and he tends to not be very firm on his feet, and he tends to float around and fall a lot on court. But he did not fall, not one time at Monte Carlo. So he's doing better, and I just think he's a fun player to watch, and especially this clay season, I'm expecting that he's going to do some things. He already has been, and I think he definitely is worth a watch if you are going to a tournament on a ground pass. He'll be there.
Oh yeah, especially since he probably will be seeded low enough that he will definitely be there, at least for the first couple of days. And yeah, he is very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Especially when he does decide to, play tennis lying down, as occasionally he decides he needs to do. I don't think anyone's surprised by my choice of players of the fortnight. Now, I did cheekily put Victoria Mboko in earlier because I kind of thought I needed to mention her, and I was thinking about her. But I'm actually going to go with a couple of players that we've mentioned already, and that is Hailey Baptiste and Bernarda Pera, because partly because of what we talked about was the reaction of who are these people playing in the USA team now? Where are the stars? And my response is, if you've been to the US Open on a ground pass, probably would have seen them. I probably would have seen them play. They're at very different stages in their careers. Hailey Baptiste is 23. She's just getting going. Bernarda Pera is 30. She's been around for a bit. Both made their Billie Jean King Cup debuts. Both of them won both their singles matches. It didn't need to go to doubles. The result was decided. And so, I think you should go celebrate Team USA, particularly if you're an American fan. If you're not an American fan and you just like good tennis, go watch them anyway. But this is particularly when the US swing comes around. Go watch them, go support them, go show your appreciation for getting your team into the next round so that the stars can pick up, where Baptiste and Pera did all the hard work, and get to know these players, because they're both very interesting players and well worth paying attention to. So I am cheating a little bit by having two, but I don't think it's fair to give it to just one of them.
That is fine. A dual player of the fortnight. And we have a Meet the Players episode coming soon, maybe not next week, but the following, with Hailey Baptiste. I got to sit down with her in Charleston, so expect that on our YouTube. I will post when it's live. But yes, definitely both players to watch and keep up with throughout the season, for sure. So that is it for us. Thank you for joining us this week on Ground Pass. It was definitely a busy week. Next week, we will be coming to you with a mini pod, and then we'll be back again in a couple of weeks with a full episode. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star rating. On YouTube, please subscribe and like, and we will see you next week. Bye.